Thank you, God, for this moment. Thank you, God, for this opportunity of life. Thank you, God, for bringing me here. Thank you, God, for you. Thank you, God, for this beautiful opportunity of life. To have this opportunity to see the colors and the birds and the water and feel the water beneath my feet. Thank you, God, for the opportunity for all the beautiful interactions that we have with each other as people. Thank you, God, for another day where we get to open our eyes and experience all that there is. Thank you, God, for the challenges that come our way. Thank you, God. Speaking of challenges, this brings me back to Tony Robbins' Date with Destiny, and he said a very powerful story. So a man dies, and he wakes up in Vegas. And so he goes to the casino, and he puts all his money on red, wins. All his money on red, wins. All his money on red, wins. Makes a lot of money. Then all the ladies are all over him. Brings back a lady, has a good time. Wakes up the next day, does it again. Wakes up the next day, does it again. Wakes up the next day, does it again. Again, goes, wins, keeps winning. And after like 20 days, he's just pissed. And he's like, why the fuck can I not lose? Why is this heaven? And the dealer turns to him and says, who said this is heaven? And so what I picked up is, if we always won all the time and everything was consistent and you knew what was going to happen, life would be boring. It would be like the ultimate, worst thing ever. And so the challenges, the variety in our life gives us so much value. And it was cool. I had my accountability meeting yesterday. The 8 of us met up, and that story came up. And whatever is going on in life, whatever challenge, whatever thing is coming up, just know that this is what makes life interesting. So that was a little side note, but really I'm just feeling a lot of gratitude right now. I'm feeling look at the sky. Look at that. And we have all this beauty around us always, right? It's always here. Maybe if it's cloudy, you don't get a sunset every day, but there's always something to look at. Even the rain. I was in Gainesville earlier today and it was raining. Just finding the appreciation for the rain, finding the appreciation for the small things. A lot of us are moving so fast and we need everything to happen the way that we want to. And we forget to enjoy the present. Another big realization I had in the call last night, the meeting that we had, Accountable Buddies, is to let go of the end result, right? It's important that we take action to do things in our life, right? We got to take the actions. But at the end of the day, it's about letting go. And when we have this attachment to whatever it is, when we have the attachment to the relationship or to the business or to this, a lot of times it's very elusive. It reminds me of a few years back in 2020. I was looking to open this outdoor food hall and buy this real estate in Jacksonville, and it was all so elusive because I was so attached to it. I was taking the actions. I was showing up to the meetings. I was calling the people. I was networking. I was doing all the stuff. But it was so elusive because I was so attached to it. And that attached energy led things to me to drive them away. When I was in those meetings, this stuff wouldn't come to me because the people felt that anxious energy, because I was tying my happiness, I was tying everything to the end result. And so again, like when I let go and I just accept and just love the present moment for what it is, the beautiful, generous present moment for what it is, now I don't need these things, right? Like, I'm still gonna take the actions, right? I'm still working right now to build a business. I'm still manifesting my perfect partner and relationship, and these things are coming. But when I am less attached to the end result, that's when they come so majestically. And yeah, so I'm super grateful, super grateful. To just enjoy the present. And be playful and have fun. Thank you, God, for bringing me here right now. For everything being perfect, exactly the way it is. For this beautiful water. Thank you, God, for coming through me, speaking through me, for allowing me to dissolve into oneness of now and talk as I drop my ego, my filter, as I just talk genuinely and authentically coming through Source, through me, with a deep breath. Thank you for giving me this experience of life. For allowing me to see the clouds and the stars and the moon and the sun and the birds and the colors, and for nature and for wonder and for everything that comes with life, and for courage, the courage to move forward in the most challenging times, the courage to put a smile on my face and choose to live with courage and to live with joy and to live with peace and to live with trust in the most challenging times. We all go through it. Another such beautiful thing about my accountability group is there's 8 of us, 8 guys, all in our 30s and 40s, and we've been together. This is our 4th year doing it. We meet once a quarter officially, but we meet more than that. And just to see the ebbs and flows of everyone's lives, like no one's just like coasting. Like it's not just like coasting all the time, right? Like there's challenges that come up in everyone's life, and what a perspective I've gained through that. And again, there is so much joy in just knowing that we're on this path, and if you have a hurdle or if you have a road bump, it's not the end of the world. Like, life keeps going, and it's about our perspective. It's about our perspective that keeps us going and creates the value out of it. I was listening to Man's Search for Meaning, great book, and that's like the ultimate, like probably the hardest experience that I've ever heard of. I mean, I'm sure there are other very devastating things that people have been through, but to hear about someone going through the Holocaust, or all the people that went through the Holocaust, all their rights taken away, and still able to find perspective and meaning through situations like that, where you're literally starving down to the bone, working in cold conditions, no freedom, disconnected from your family and friends. Like, I can only imagine being in a situation like that, and how some people found meaning in it, right? And knew that, like, they had to survive, like, they had to make it through too. For example, the guy who wrote this book he knew that he had to make it to the other side, make it out, to have an account to create the book that he made, Man's Search for Meaning, that would tell about people's psychological experiences in the Holocaust. And so he created meaning through that deep, difficult challenge, and meaning through the suffering. And so, again, most of us live very blessed lives with the opportunity and the freedom that we have. And so, even the mental challenges for what we have, right? I just find there's so much beauty and blessing in it. And there's beauty and blessing in the calm, and in the ease, and in the peace that we have. As long as we find it, as long as we see it and enjoy it, because it's important what we focus on. It's a skill to be able to choose what you choose to focus on, what I choose to focus on. Because before, I would let my mind just go, and whatever it focused on, I would focus on. I'd be running in circles or feeling anxious. And now I put a lot of time and energy into choosing what I focus on. And through that, my experience of life has gone up tremendously. And it has not changed. Like, I still have challenges. I've still faced challenges. I've still faced emotional turmoil. I've still faced a lot of challenges. But my perspective is a whole lot different. And my experience of life is a whole lot different. And I enjoy it a lot more. What's up, bird? What's up? It's my homie. Me and him are homies. Life is good. I love you, whoever's watching this. I love you so much. Love yourself. Say it with me. Me loves me. Me loves me. I love you. I love you. I love you.